What's up, everybody? It is time. Monster Hunter Wilds is here, and I am so excited. I'm relatively new to the series in that I came in on World, played a ton of that, played a ton of Rise. Love this series. I actually haven't gone back and played any of the older games, though I would definitely consider it. But I'm very stoked to be here on Wilds. Gonna probably be maining the hammer. I did play the first demo, the one back in like October or November. I did not play the second one. I'm pretty sure it was the same content. And I'm not going to resume my playthrough if it gives me that option. I'm definitely going to start anew. I don't know if that's going to be an option, but let's do it. Let's get going. Oh, I'm so excited. It's time. These games are so fun. World was my first one, and I just like immediately, when I played that game, I literally just put like 250 hours into it straight. Played like nothing else. It was so fun. What's going on here? Hey, what's up, Void? Welcome in, bud.
What do we do?
This is awful! Where do we go now? Village. It's you! This way.
I don't remember this from the demo. I thought the demo was just the very beginning of the game, but I don't remember this cutscene.
What are you doing?
Nata, you can escape through here.
Escape?
People out there will help you.
But what about you?
Go on.
Wait!
Go!
Okay. Get the fuck out of here!
Leave me!
Be strong!
Rough, kid. You got a cool haircut at least, though. No! Your glove!
Tashin!
Is that the guy or the glove? Forbidden Lands. A region that was split off from civilization over 1,000 years ago and thought to be deserted ever since.
Observation log of the East-West buffer zone and the Eastlands beyond, commonly known as the Forbidden Lands.
Weather?
Fair.
Inclemencies?
None.
Inclemencies.
Dust haze present.
Large monsters?
Clear.
Let me know also if the game is loud enough for y'all and all that. Glove World was sick.
Monsters?
Clear.
Endemic life?
Be lurking, got a lot of stuff to do today, but wanted to say hey. Oh yeah, thanks for stopping in, bud. We appreciate you. Thank you for the lurk.
All standard readings, sir.
Yes.
Look at this guy. Look at this Chad.
Other anomalies? Other anomalies?
Down there. Someone's in trouble. Set us down along the desert perimeter.
Was this? I mean, we definitely got introduced to some of these characters in the demo. I don't remember if we saw this. I don't think so. I feel like it just started with the character creator.
Are you all right? Can you hear me? He's still breathing.
Luarte.
Luarte. It's an ancient language.
Tend to him.
Right.
It's an ancient language. How do you know it's ancient? I guess how do I know what she knows? You know, let's be fair. Let's be fair.
I don't see any serious injuries.
But he's dehydrated.
The hair textures look nice.
Forbidden lands were uninhabited, sir.
It seems we must do a more thorough investigation.
Obviously, to address the elephant in the room, I've heard there's all kinds of stuff about performance and such in this game. We're playing on the mode that prioritizes frame rate, playing on the PS5. I was originally going to get it for my PC, but after seeing just all the shit about the PC port, I was like, Let's just play on PlayStation. I'm sure it's going to be more optimized for console. Monster Hunter Wilds. Put the words dead center on the screen, but make them just kind of fucking hard to read. My eyesight's getting worse, but it's just the color was so similar, like the horizon line behind them. All right, here we go. This is what we're really here for. So I think we're gonna go Sir Oatmeal and Lady Gizmo. For anyone who's new, those are my two cats. But we're not gonna really design either of the characters after them because that's just too much trouble. Instead, let's make Sir Oatmeal look like a vampire lord. That's generally my go-to. Let's peek through at our oh, there we go. That's our vampire lord starter. Ooh, look how flippy the hair is. The physics are, and look at all the tassels and shit, dude. They knew we were gonna be spinning this motherfucker around. And they were like, brother, make that shit move. I don't know about you, when I turn very slightly from the left to the right, everything on my chest bounces back and forth. Hey, what's up, Fofos? You spent so much time on the character creator. Yeah, this is definitely... I probably won't spend as much time as I would off stream because I just want to get into the game. Ooh, I like that hair. This is what I hope my hair looks like as I continue to grow it out. Oh my god, this guy. Got two different colored eyes. What's that called? Like heterochromia? Something like that? Ooh. The beautiful vampire boy. Have you been liking the game so far, man? This is my first time jumping in. The girls are purty. Okay. Ooh, she's got like the highlights on the inside. That's cool. Classic. This one will be selected by 99% of gamers. Oh, and then the hardcore lady. She's cool. I like that hairstyle too with like the slight undercut on the sides. Very cool. Okay, yeah, let's start from Vampire Lord, and then we're gonna fuck with him. But this is definitely the vibe that I want to channel with my character. We're gonna look as evil as possible. Ooh, is this like a similar face? Yeah, I don't think they had this in World. Let's just do this a little bit to kind of make the face a little more unique for us. He's got to be pretty handsome, but we're not that worried about spending a ton of time here. That's okay for now. I don't know how different we actually got it, but let's use it. Let's go with that one. Make it as low as possible.
Impressive. Thanks. This is serious. Impressive. Thanks. This is serious.
That is insane. That is insane that you can push the voice so low. Basically, just in the tutorial, I love the way gameplay starts. It's pretty hype. Yeah, I assume it's going to be the same as it was in the demo, and it was pretty hype. I did not go super hard in the demo, though, for what it's worth, also. I played just, like, you know, the basic hunts and, like, tried each hunt that was available and then backed out. I didn't, like, grind it and do a bunch of the different weapons and stuff. I kind of played just enough to be like, yep, this is going to be awesome. All right, let's actually go into our detailed settings here. I love that they put hair at the top. I feel like a lot of the time in a character creator, you fuck with, like, a ton of stuff, and then you do the hair last, and it just messes everything up. Messes everything up. He does look a little dopey, doesn't he? Well, we got time to tinker. I like this one. This is an immediate standout to me. It's big and floofy and flowy. This one's not bad either, though, straight up. This one's also okay. This one's also okay. There's actually some pretty good hairstyles in this game. Let's look through all of them. This is the picture on the wall of a salon every time, you know? Someone with this hair. Ooh, a little braid in there. Like I said, the hair textures are nice. Look at the pompadour just floofing around. Very good. Hell yes. Those are pretty nice. The physics are good. All right. Yeah, they're good hairstyles. That was the one the redhead preset was wearing. This one's pretty magnificent. This one's pretty magnificent, honestly. It almost works. I think it might be too much. We're gonna be real. I think it's a little too much, but it's kind of glorious. Dude looks like me this morning. I put eyeliner on last night for the first time. Went to this like goth club thing. Hell yeah, dude. How was it? Was it fun? I've done it a few times. I've had eyeliner on. Oh, hell yeah. Ooh, this one's pretty edgy, dude. Out of last? Hell yeah. One of my roommates, Molly, and her friend, they go to like this like monthly goth rave that they love. It always sounds like a fun time. I think I like this one. This feels like the most right to me. It's honestly, I'm between this one now and like the extremely glorious one. Because this one's like kind of sick. Very Castlevania? Yeah, that's the goal. What do you think, Fofos? Do we go for 41 here, the Mega Glory? Or do we go for like the more reasonable and regular 14? A hard call. It's a big decision. Hey, what's up, Wheelie? Welcome in, bud. Try messing with the length on both. Oh yeah, hair length setting. I see it over there. Oh. I mean, I kind of feel like you can like address the length on some of them. I feel like I like it all the way long. If I'm going to do it, you know, if we're going to send it, we got to send it. He's got to be like fucking magnificent. Most magnificent, sad vampire lord you've ever seen. Reading a hot female pirate? No, this is a man. This is a man, just a very beautiful one. Again, I like his pallid texture now. He's got wrinkles, sure. His face is weird. His eyes are maybe just a little too dopey. But for sure, we also got to make sure that should his eyes be like brighter white? I don't know how bright white your eyes are supposed to be. Oh, we can give him like little or big pupils. But I see boobs or moobs. What are you talking about? I guess maybe they're moobs, but I think this is the like male body type. They have like a body type 1-2 situation, I think. All right, no, that's good. And now set this one to just like red, because he's a vampire lord. Perfect, yeah. Mega red. Let's go to like the deeper, not like the orangey side. Let's go to this kind of deeper, more pinky purple side. Saturate it. Beautiful. Perfect. The thing with longer hair is I'm always afraid it'll clip through armor and shit and look janky. That's true. A lot of the time I probably will wear a helmet for what it's worth. A lot of this shit won't end up mattering, but you know, he's starting to channel the vibe that we're looking for, which is the goal. All right, eye shape. We do need to fuck with this a little bit. Oh, we get to blend together two eyes. The hell? It's such subtle shit. Definitely androgynous vibes. Hope you're good anyway. I wish we could have got you in Wrath the other day too. Would have been perfect. Yeah, that looked fun, man. I've never tried that game, but it looked like a good time. This is so wacky. I'm never good at character creators when you get like this in depth. I feel like I like tunnel vision and lose focus on what we should be doing. It looks pretty good. Hey, thank you for the resub, Melee. I appreciate you. 9 months, crazy. I actually kind of like the hard schnoz. Corrupted did not like it at all. Really? Vampire man with a vampire plan. Leah, he's pretty glorious, right? I think... Leah, do you think the glorious hair is worth it, or do you think we should go back to the more modest 14? I think I'm pretty sold on the glorious hair at this point. This one's maybe even more Vampire Lord, but I don't know. I just like the vibe. I like the vibe of the glory of this. It feels extra in line with like the game, you know? Oh shit, and FromSoft, thank you for the resub, bud. Appreciate it, man. The hype train has begun. I think it's the eyeshadow and lip color that was throwing me. Oh, for sure. He's done up. This is an aristocratic vampire that has come to the land of Monster Hunter to hit things with ridiculously large weapons. I don't think we want a gradient, honestly. I want to stick with just the jet black hair. That's the vibe for me, for sure. He's looking pretty good. I think we're going to experiment with facial hair. I don't know if we'll actually end up rocking any, but we could. This is pretty sinister. Hey, what's up, Rage? Didn't know it was raining in here? What do you mean? Oh shit, thank you for the biddies. Appreciate it, dude. I really should change that alert, huh? That gizmo alert. It's pretty janky. Thank you for the bits, man. I appreciate you. We go over the chops? Oh, no, not that one. Oh my god. Dude, this like looks awful, but also with like, I feel like it could fit the Vampire Lord feel if we get like a crazy looking mustache with it. Otherwise, the only ones I'm leaning towards are like some of these more subtle under goatee things, maybe with a mustache. But let's try the most ridiculous one first. See, like, is it just me or is that like actually kind of sick? Like, obviously, let's be real. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. He looks like a cartoon villain. But for the vibe, this is a pretty ridiculous game, dude. This is maybe a little more realistic. Like, he kind of looks like a, you know, like Turkish count vampire. Yeah, I think honestly, I think I like the goatee now. It feels very Castlevania to me. He looks very like Castlevania Dracula. I actually think I'm liking this one more now. I've never played a Monster Hunter. What game would you start with? That's a good question. I mean, I started with Monster Hunter World and it was amazing. It's a super fun time. This one just came out and I haven't actually started it, but I assume it's going to be good. I liked the beta quite a bit. I have positive impressions going in. So maybe this one would be good to start with. It's hard to say until I play this one more. But World will be much cheaper and it's definitely amazing. I'm going with this one. This feels like the vibe. I think we leave it all jet black. Physique. We just make him huge. Actually, no, he's like a vampire. He should be like kind of lithe, you know? But he'd be very defined. Be very defined. Are there any narratives that carry over? Or are they all standalone? They're all standalone, and the story is also not, at least for most players that I know, the story is not the main draw to the game. It's part of it, but it's definitely the mechanics of the game. The combat is incredible and very well fine-tuned. And there's like a very fun, grindy gameplay loop where you're collecting better and better gear to fight better monsters and then collect better gear. And it's just great. I actually the makeup, I think is fine. And if I fuck with it, I'm going to get lost in there. So I think we're just going to like get into the game. Or we got to make our palette go first. Hold on. Let's save the design too, in case I want to play again later and I could just like pull this character out. Okay. I think we're good. And then, or I guess let's peek at the clothing. Oh. Oh. Very nice. I guess this one's fine for now. I love when they let you save designs like that. 100%. 100%. Should we make his clothes black though? Oh my god. I don't know why I thought changing the hue was what we needed to do first, but you know, So it goes. I feel like all the way black is maybe a little too much. I want to be able to distinguish between the pants. Can I go to detailed? Yeah. This is maybe a little more extreme than we need to go on this, but I'm gonna do it. Remember I had a ton of saved looks in the anime Dark Souls game. I forget the name of it. Code Vein? Is that the one you're talking about? Make the pants maybe a little darker. Yes, yeah. Code Vein was fun. Make these like a dark that, and then here we go. Clothing color, arms and chest are different. Let's go chest. This one, should we make it like a deep red? I'm gonna cover this up immediately. I'm so sorry that I'm doing this. All right, we're gonna stop there. It's good. We customized it a little bit. And then starting, oh no. The goggles. I kind of feel like he'd be a chain armor, Andy, but I like this one better, so we're going to start with this one. Looking quite Nilfgaardian. What's Nilfgaard again? Remind me? I just walk into another playthrough of Monster Hunter? You did. Welcome in, Pine Tree. We're just getting started. Monster Hunter Wilds, just released yesterday. I wasn't able to stream yesterday, so I haven't been able to jump in yet, and we're finally here. This is our vampire lord. Look at him. He's incredible. His name is Sir Oatmeal. And yeah, this is the new one. I played the demo a little bit, but that's it. Beta test data? No, I don't want that. All right, now it's time to make our cat companion. This is going to be Lady Gizmo. Let's take a look through the presets. Very cute. Oh. This little guy. All right. Ooh. Cute. I do like the fluffy. The mustache. All right, let's go with this one, though. It's more Gizmo's energy. Beanline language. Oh, yeah. This makes it so they don't speak English to you, which I prefer. Don't speak English to me. Fine. Detailed settings. We're not gonna go crazy hard here because I want to get into the game relatively soon. And we're gonna cover this Palico and armor. I kind of like this one. And then the colors are pretty nice. Let's maybe make this one like darker or something. And let's bring this one over to like a kind of tint we want here. I think something in the brownie. The orangey brown area is going to be good. Maybe, I think we're in the right area. I just want it less saturated. Yeah, there we go. Cute. Long-haired, yes. Ears, let's take a look. Ear fur. Oh, cute. Yeah, we want the long ear fur for sure. We want big ears. Ear shape blending. I actually kind of like the ears we have. Hold on, let's look at the other ones. Yeah, I think this is it. Another Michael Jackson character. Not Michael Jackson. Gizmo Simulator. Given how popular these games are, I should have known there was some kooky weirdness to this series. Yeah, the Palicos are weird. At first, I wasn't totally on board with the Palicos, even as, like, I obviously love cats. I love my cats dearly. But, they're a fun mechanic in the game because it just gives you kind of a partner to be working with all the time. And they're this cute little cat that you'll see they do lots of adorable cutscenes with. It weirdly balances out the kind of extreme violent nature of the game. You know, to make it this more like fun, wholesome thing, but you're going out and fighting like giant dinosaurs and skinning them. All right. I think everything's good. Well, I can't change tail shape? Why? Oh, is it because of long hair? Okay, well, that's fine. I like the long hair, so we'll stick with it. I don't really want this, like, paw on my chest, though. Is that... Wait, this is face markings? Oh, I guess it's the paw on the chest just required. That's fine. The eyes are cute. Okay, cool. I guess. No, I'm not gonna worry. I was about to be like, well, this doesn't really match the vampire vibe. That's okay. It's okay. Here we go. Yeah, I just changed the color of the paw to match the fur underneath. So you can, that's fair. Ultimately, though, like we said, this Palico is going to be covered in armor anyways. So it looks like we can't see right now, but I'm sure... Oh, there we go. Yeah. Adorable. All right, and now, 25 minutes into recording, we're ready to actually go. Enter your name. Yeah. Gonna be visible. You know what it is. Sir. Oatmeal. I know it fed me the word up there, but I refused to use it. And then Palico. Lady. It. Gizmo. Okay, I mean, I'm pretty experienced. I've got like probably like something like 400 or 500 hours across the series. Let's go with display some. Sure. Yep, let's do it. All right, we're in. Gameplay is actually starting. So basically the monster's just chilling and living life and we're the asshole coming along and butchering them. Kinda. Generally, the story will set up some sort of, you know, issue that's occurring. That we have to get involved with and solve and stuff. And that includes killing monsters for various reasons.
Let's do this.
Generally, there'll be some threat against, you know, us or another people or something. Here we go. Again, the stories I would not say are what the series is known for.
So far. Oh, hey there.
Hey!
Another Michael Jackson character. Also, what's up, Pine Tree? It's been a while since we saw you. Welcome back in, bud. There he is.
Your reputation
Band.
precedes you, Hunter.
You're often bringing balance to nature by murdering. Yeah, exactly. They justify it.
Yes, sir. The Forbidden Lands?
Indeed. But more precisely about the boy we rescued in the vicinity. Entry to the region itself has been restricted for 1,000 years.
Exactly 1,000 years? That's remarkable.
Any remnants of its ancient civilization rest solely in historical record.
Resolution on that book was low, dude. That texture.
He claimed to be part of a clan, the Keepers. He said they
Our guy's got a flat ass.
land we thought uninhabited for ages. A few years have passed, but the Academy, of course, has
Look at him,
remained
though.
skeptical.
This village. Is there evidence it exists?
Nothing absolute, but the mysterious composition of the boy's pendant suggests it might. And as for how we came to rescue the boy,
Sir?
it seems a certain monster had forced him to flee.
They're gonna be like, there's a
He left his
problem.
village, and he escaped alone. Unfortunately, the underground tunnel he used to make his escape collapsed. We found him, took him in, and here we are.
Do we know the status of the village?
Unknown.
And of the monster?
It's cool our character's voiced. I don't think that was a thing in Wilds.
However...
Hey, what's up, Jason Rag? Welcome in. That voice actor's in a lot of anime? Gotcha.
which we thought to have perished long ago.
An extinct species?
They're calling it the White Wraith. The Guild has authorized the rescue of the Keepers and an investigation into this monster.
We must go in and kill everything.
Lead hunter
For
this
science.
expedition.
Thank you, sir.
Finding the village won't be easy. You'll need the proper guide. Speaking of which, I have an extra assignment for you.
Is this my handler? Yeah, probably. I remember her from the demo.
Hello, my name is Alma.
Sure. Hello, Alma.
Come on. It's okay.
Try one of the cheaper ones first. Not sure to be my kind of thing, but I do want to give them a shot. I often struggle with games that don't have much plot. Yeah, that makes sense. I would say too, if you're hanging out for a bit, you'll see what some of the combat's like in a minute. That's definitely the main thing of the game, is the combat.
Great, and you?
Nata.
As soon as we find a good spot.
Gemma, yep, remember her from the demo as well. We'll get it out of the way and say it right now. She's a baddie, it's true. And then let's move on. Let's not be weird about it, chat.
I hope we find them soon.
Alma's a cutie too, yeah.
Look!
But yeah, these games are basically known for their very impactful, like cinematic, impactful fights, you know? The combat feels really great to take part in, and sort of the act of going on these hunts is a fun chase around the map and stuff. It's cool. It's a very unique thing.
It's a person. Bring us closer.
Game seems to be running great so far on like the FPS focus mode.
Then what do we do? Hold on. What's that?
There's my mount.
That's all right.
Can you reach it?
I'll have to try.
I do like that her character's voiced. I don't mind a voiceless, you know, MC in a game, but it's nice when they have voice acting. Let's go. This thing's sweet. I really like the mount design. I like it better than the Palamutes in Rise. They were cool, don't get me wrong, but this is more unique looking. All right.
Here we go. Hold on.
Ooh, camera's very responsive, maybe even a little too much. We need to turn down the sensitivity. We'll rock with it for now. I'll trust him on it. So Oatmeal and Lady Gizmo are on the case. All right, they're gonna introduce me. If I remember right from the demo, a lot of the Palamute, or not the Palamute, the whatever this thing's called, Secret or something like that. They'll do like a bunch of these kind of just like automated movement things with it, where you actually don't need to control it, which I think is fine. I've never played any of the series. Is there another game Monster Hunter Combat compares to? I mean, like, kind of no. I would say it shares some of the slow animation lock heaviness of Dark Souls, but I would not say it's fair to say that it's Souls-like combat. I think it's very much so its own thing, and sort of it mixes a bit of like the slow, deliberate Souls-like melee combat with almost more like fighting game style combos in a way. But there's a huge variety of weapons. There's 14 weapons in the game that could almost each be described as their own character class. They all have very distinct movesets, they operate differently, and when you're doing co-op hunts, they fill different roles. So it's very much its own thing, and that's why I think like getting into it, it was like, holy shit, this series rules, you know? Like, shoot these fuckers. This is kind of just like some mini game shit we're doing right now. It's very, very cinematic and awesome. The only reason I'm not like reacting to it more is because I already did this in the beta. But it is quite cool. Jason and I with no clue about these series. Hell yeah, well that's cool, man. Honestly, I'm excited to get to show it to you guys right now because it's rad. And if you like, you know, fleshed out melee combat systems, and actually there's range in this game too, it is really its own thing. The only games that are similar are basically Monster Hunter clones. Yeah, it's very much its own thing, and obviously comparing it to Dark Souls is silly anyways because it predates Dark Souls by a decent margin. That's me, baby. Here we go. Very deep, take a while to master, kind of like character and fighting games. You need to like practice with it, yeah. But that right there, that's the Greatsword, which is probably the most iconic and classic Monster Hunter weapon. But I'm definitely going to be switching over and using the hammer. In Monster Hunter World, I started with the Insect Glaive, which is like a quick weapon that allows you to jump up in the air and do all kinds of crazy shit. But eventually I switched to just the slow, satisfying hammer. I just want big bonks, baby. Big bonks. And the hammer moveset, if I remember from the beta, is a little different in this game from the previous games, but it's still... I'm going to be familiar with it and be able to jump in.
You're safe now.
Can you start at the latest release, or do you really need to play the previous titles? No need to play the previous titles.
Uninhabited. It must be a type of flightless.
Isai,
You know, people with
we're in trouble.
knowledge of the history of the series will benefit from seeing like monsters that return in different ways, or like possibly references to the older games. But I think they're pretty distinctly designed so that each one could just be jumped in on and played. Because again, we're getting a lot of story right now, and they're setting a lot of stuff up. They're setting up the reason we're here, these zones we're going to be going through, all this stuff. There is some story to the game, but it's a pretty grindy, gameplay-focused game where we're going to be doing lots of just like almost arcadey style like missions.
Sounds like trouble, yeah?
Although again, I haven't played this game extensively. I'm more referencing like World and Rise and the games that I've played.
The sacred.
Bonk stick go burr.
Isai sent.
Sacred, yeah.
Let's find him.
I'm with you. Everyone else, focus on scouting for a campsite.
Understood. Just send a signal if you need backup.
We'll leave some supplies for you. I'll keep an eye on these two.
Another real notable feature, the greatsword there you can see is ridiculously huge, but otherwise is like a reasonable normal weapon.
To save
The 14 weapons in this game, some of them are like normal and some of them are fucking not. There's stuff like the gun lance and the charge blade, which is like a sword and shield combo that becomes a giant axe when you attach the shield to the sword. There's like wacky shit. I'll show off some of them in a second.
Be careful out there!
Will do. See ya, pal.
We will!
I'm giving the charge blade a shot this time. It always entices me. All right, we can walk around as our character for the first time. Yeah, baby. Oh, those were some frames, dude. Yeah, so here's Greatsword, and you can see right now we're in kind of like, actually love that they do this. I remember this from the beta. Normally the game will lead you like World and Rise and stuff. You need to like go into a training area and go into your inventory and stuff, but they just let you test out a bunch of weapons the second you get into the game in this one, which is amazing. Oh, also, I saw somebody asked and I forgot to respond. If you can play the whole game solo, you can. They're kind of designed to be played with multiplayer, but it's absolutely not required. I played the vast majority of both of them solo. And then I also played through them again and did mostly melee or mostly multiplayer, and that was also super fun. Because this game has a very not committed multiplayer where you're kind of just in a game with other people. You don't really need to coordinate that much until you get to like really, you know, later level stuff. Boom. So yeah, the greatsword is all about like big, heavy slashes. When you have it drawn, you move very slowly. So you're going to want to sheath it in between most of your attacks and then kind of come out and just get these big, meaty hits. Wide slash, and then I imagine I still have the tackle. The tackle, that right there, that little shoulder bash, is like one of the strongest moves in Monster Hunter because it can interrupt like any monster hit. And it also like gives you like iframes through stuff. It's crazy. This is greatsword, a pretty straightforward weapon. FPS seems a bit rough. Yeah, it was rough for a second there, but it seems to be going okay now. They're a faster, more dex style weapon, 100%.
Oh, that's right. Have you decided on a weapon?
Has multiplayer, but it's not very committed to it. I know what you mean. I played Diablo 4. Yeah, it's another game that there absolutely is multiplayer, and I think the games shine. If you are playing like later game hunts against really tough monsters with like a full group of 4 people, and you have people kind of doing like different roles and stuff, it is sick. It's awesome. But the game is perfectly fine to play through solo as well. It does like the game rebalances as you add additional players into the fray. And playing solo, you always have your Palico companion with you. So you always have like a companion that if you want to be like a ranged DPS, you can kind of specialize your Palico to be like an in-their-face melee attacker. And then if you want to be like big bonk man, you can specialize your Palico to be like a ranged healer, you know? Hey, what's up, Drew? Welcome in, bud. All right, so yeah, this is going to introduce the weapons now and then show us all 14 of the weapons. And then you can go through a little quiz with her and she'll recommend a weapon for you, which I think is a cool feature of this game. Remember this as well?
In that case, equip
But
yourself and we'll be
I know the weapons at this point, and I don't think they didn't add any new ones. Jason, since you asked about a dex weapon, I'll show you probably the fastest weapon in the game, the dual blades. This is just like a double dagger weapon. I've never played with them that much, so I don't know a ton of what they do, but you'll see immediate differences. Like with this weapon, I can have it out and still run around compared to the greatsword, which is big. And beyond that, you've obviously got like fast style hits and stuff. I can see it's giving me combos down below. And then yeah, there's something where we go into like demon mode. We like build up a bar and then spend it. I don't really know how it works. Again, this isn't a weapon I have any real experience with, and you have to learn them. Let's press demon mode. Ooh. Oh shit, I fucked it up. Right, so this is like our DPS mode. And look at that bar up at the top left, that like flashing orange bar charge. So we have some kind of like bar management going on here. Switch me again. Show some other weapons. Kind of like the Mimic Tier Spectre. Not exactly, no, because it's like a companion that you build separately and has separate like restrictions and stuff. Sword and Shield is pretty underrated. I was actually learning Sword and Shield when I played last time in World, and it was a very strong weapon. I've always disliked how little the sword is. I know it's like a normal size weapon, but in this game, it just looks little. But yeah, to show you some of the more wacky weapons, we have something like the Gun Lance. This is a giant lance that is also a gun, you know? It's pretty much what it says on the tin. Now is that right there. Like, I like did some attacks and then fired. And you can do all kinds of crazy shit like that. What is, again, not a weapon I fully know. What is this? Oh. Big booms, baby. Actually, pretty fun little basic combo there. Yeah, you obviously have a big shield there you can use as well. There's like a regular lance. Look, we got greatsword, sword and shield, hammer, lance, switch axe, insect glaive, heavy bowgun, bow, light bowgun, charge blade, gun lance, hunting horn, which is kind of like a support weapon. You like play melodies on it that then grant buffs and shit. Very, very cool. Dual blades and long sword, which is basically a big katana. Insect glaive was my first weapon that I used in a Monster Hunter game. I do like it quite a bit. It's kind of weird. Like a bladed staff. Has good mobility attacks. But the weird thing about it, a couple of weird things about it, is you have this little insect you can see on my arm, your kinsect. And you fire this guy off. Hold on, let me remember how to do this. I think it's different now than it used to be. Yeah, okay, we need to hold L2 and then R2 in this game. But I'm going to send my little bug out. He's going to collect red juice, and then if I bring him back, he gives me, and you see up at the top left, that little 1 filled in red. Now I need to try to get, I wonder, can I get the other buffs here? I need, I'm not going to be able to show you this weapon's full functionality, but basically the way it'll be is it'll be like the monster's head is the red buff, the monster's tail is the orange buff, and the monster's body is the like white buff or whatever the other one is. And if you have all three, then this weapon gets stronger and you can do all kinds of crazy aerial shit. I can do a little bit without all the buffs, but not quite as much. Which is this weapon's very fun. I liked the flashiness of it when I played for the first time. But again, I've grown to like just the pure big bonk energy of the hammer for the satisfying hits. And then yeah, on top of that, let's showcase one more weapon for everybody who's new to the game before we move on and just play with the hammer. I'll show one of the guns, or I'll show a ranged weapon. Let's do the bow. I've had fun with this weapon before. So this just kind of turns the game into a third-person shooter. You got like mechanics where like charging over will power up my shot, and then I can put like different coatings on my arrows, and you can do like big satisfying shots like this. And lots of very cool shit. Again, a whole nother gameplay style, and you can see the bow here is still pretty mobile, even when you're running around with it. So it's pretty sick, the amount of variety. And again, playing with the bow versus playing with the hammer, it's like not exactly like playing a different game, but it's very different game feel. And you can really have a variety of experiences, which is part of what gives these games such longevity. Because to get different gear, you need to hunt different monsters, different difficulties and all that. And as you want to try different weapons, it kind of requires you to go get other stuff. And then it creates this whole fun loop of getting stuff and learning new weapons and overcoming challenges. It's fun. Remember, you're not a real Souls gamer if you use magic summons, a monitor, internet, your eyes, or your hands. Oh yeah, because it's only comparable to Mimic Tier if when you use it, fans of the games call you a bunch of names. Yeah, Souls fans are kind of the fucking worst. I think everybody should play the game how they want to, you know? In my opinion, this is sort of like, I don't know, maybe not the most appreciated take, but I think the Souls games, especially Elden Ring, allow you to sort of choose your difficulty. Or if you want to go for like super cheesy stuff, that's all in the game, and it's totally cool to use that. They made it crazy hard, and they know that. How many weapons can you carry with you at once? So in whatchamacallit, in Monster Hunter World and Rise, I think all the previous games it was only one. In this game, as of this game, you can have one on you and one that you have stored on your mount. You can kind of take two weapons in now. So I'll probably take, you know, the hammer and then maybe the bow or like the light bow gun as a ranged backup if I feel like I need it. Go for dual daggers and wouldn't look back. Insect Clave's badass. Yeah, a game like this, I'd probably go into fast attacks. Big Bonk looks satisfying. Big Bonk it's where it's at for me, but it's a long game. There's a lot of stuff to do in it, and I'm saying I'm a hammer main. We'll end up using other stuff over time. So let's swing it just a little bit to kind of get the feel. Nice. So that stuff's all the same. Yep, up into the golf swing. Then you roll out of that animation, jump into the charge. I do like how when I go into the charge, it kind of gets me moving instantly. That's very nice. Oh, it did not automatically go into the swing to win, the spin to win. Do I need to charge it? Where's my spin to win? I want my spin to win, baby. What about my big bonk? Big bonk's the same. Very good. Hold on, let's see here. L2 plus R1 focus blow earthquake. Sorry, I'm confused about where my spin to win went. Oh wait, I just saw spinning bludgeon in there. Hold on. Yeah, we got there. But it wasn't as simple. It used to be in Monster Hunter World, if you charged up 3 tiers while holding down the charge button and then just let it go while moving, you launched into spin to win. Hold on. So it's not there right now. Oh, mighty charge. Oh, what is this? I like how we have a little bit of movement with it. 136 damage base, dude. I'm pretty sure the Big Bang finisher only did like 70 or something. Yeah, that one's 71. Damn, man. Charge side blow combo. Let's try some of this stuff. Nice. All right. So that's your side. Okay. I'm learning this stuff. It's a little different. And it's very weird to me that the spin to win is so hard to get to. Maybe they felt it was just too easy to access in the previous ones. Because there was a lot of spinning and winning going on in World, for sure. Prefer when a game makes you commit instead of having a GTA style weapon wheel. I agree. I like the idea. I think it's fun flavor and mechanically makes sense that you're able to take 2 weapons in this, but that you have to store one on your mount. So you can't just like left and right on the D-pad switch between them. You need to go and get it off your mount. I think that's cool. All right, let's play the game, yeah? Also, should sharpen our weapon. Because you do need to sharpen a hammer in this game. Don't forget it. That's one other big thing I should note for everybody who's new to the series here. This is a game that requires a certain amount of like preparation and stuff. You need to keep your weapon sharpened. Over time, your stamina bar will deplete and you'll need to eat to refill it. Before hunts, you have to make sure to eat a good meal that gives you like good buffs and stuff. And I'm not the biggest fan of all those mechanics, but eventually the way they all kind of blend together is fun. Giraffes are 30 times more likely to get hit by lightning than people. I mean, that checks out. I hate it when I forget to sharpen my hammer. Same. The nails love it, though. I gotta read this. Use up to mount your secret and move automatically towards your objective. Use the left stick during auto move to steer your secret manually. You return to auto move after some time with no input, or you can reactivate it with up. I don't mind that.
All right. Let's have the sacred power to set.
A little auto move is not the end of the world, especially in a game like this where you spend a lot of time just running around the map.
Sacred are quite intelligent.
We can control how fast he goes. I really like the mount design. I think they're very cool. Yeah, there's like random, as you run around these giant maps in this game, which are also pretty unique compared to other games, there's lots of stuff to just like collect, which then loops into the crafting and like other various small side objectives you get. Let's go. Let's not worry about stuff for right now. Let's get into a fight. We've been recording for like an hour and haven't hit a monster yet.
Down there.
I always forget about my weapon durability and lies like crap in the middle of a boss fight, just working a grinder. Yeah. Eventually late in that game, I got very good at minding it where like there'd be specific times in the boss fight where I'd be like, okay, I'm going to grind here. Chotacabra. Mean spiky frog. I don't really like that glowing trail showing you where to go. I'm guessing you could turn that off. Maybe. It's specifically those are your scout flies, which are helping you track a monster. They are really nice when you're late into a hunt and you're trying to just track something down. Generally, though, the way it works, it had them automatically here. Generally, you don't get them instantly, and you need to explore the area and find, like, tracks of the monster and stuff. And after you find enough of them, then you get the guidance to go find the monster. Which, actually, I think is pretty fun. And I generally do hate when they lead me to everything in games. But this one, I think they do it fairly gracefully for what it's worth. All right, here we go. Never focus on target. You don't lock on in this game. Smack his little butt. Don't get hit by the tongue. Dodge out of that. Oh, that felt so good, dude. Oh, baby. All right, bonk his little brain. Bonk his little brain. Good. Get fucking destroyed, dude. Going to the spin. Boom. All right, we took a little damage there. Don't worry, I know how to evade. You do get iframes in this game, but it's a much tighter window than a Souls game. So you don't really want to rely on it for, like, actually iframing through an attack. You do want to try to get away from the attack usually. Okay, this focus mode is new to this game. Hold L2 to activate focus mode. This mode allows you to attack in the direction of the target with the right stick. Right. I think this lets us, like, put wounds on the motherfucker or something, right? Bonk. 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 So it does allow us to, like, really specifically hit certain parts. I don't feel I need to keep doing it, though. I'm doing a good job at aiming the hammer now. Get around his butt. That's another thing in this game. The part of the monster you hit is very significant, and the hitboxes are very precise. So you're generally going to want to be manually aiming yourself with the right stick to be striking the exact right spot. Like, I'm specifically trying to hit him on the head here. The hammer is very good against the head. It has a high stun value. So So I'm likely to like kind of daze the monster or knock him over by bonking his little brain. Let's try, what's our mighty charge? Yeah, this. Yeah, that kind of missed it. I did break his left foreleg though, so that's good. Bonk, dude. All right. Shit. We're okay. Repeatedly attack the same part of a monster to open a wound. This will make the monster vulnerable, allowing you to inflict more damage. Use focus mode to target a wound easily. Okay. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. All right, we broke a wound. I didn't even know we opened one. I guess that's why we got the thing. You're telling me to mount my secret to sharpen, but could I sharpen on the ground? Yeah, I can. It's just less safe. Press R1 while holding L1 to perform a focus strike. If the attack hits the wound, it will destroy the wound, dealing a large amount of damage and stunning the enemy. Interesting. Focus strike? Oh, okay. Very, like, direct sideways strike. I assume you have a wound somewhere. Sir, please expose your wound to me. Is the wound system kind of like a posture break system, more or less? The wound system is new, actually. So I'm still learning it, but it sounds like that, yes. You always could break parts on monsters before, but then there was also separately a stun factor. See, that looks like I'm opening a wound there, doesn't it, when I'm hitting the leg? Hold on, let's use this a little bit. Yup, bang. Okay, so if you hit a wound, it does like a special big move. All right, and then bonk his silly brain. No, get back here, you scamp. All right, come here, bud. Ooh, look at the yump. Now it's like a raptor wyvern combo, true. Oh, he's just right down here? That's not bad. All right, do we have a dismount attack? We do. Triangle plus circle. Nice. You can dodge and reposition while preserving your charge level by pressing circle while charging. Oh. That's cool. Yeah. The charge, like, sidestep or whatever. I do need to start using that. That's new, I think. The glow and go here more on trail. Yeah, I don't love it. In this game, though, they do flavor it where it's like you have these scout flies, and after you track the monster enough, like, it sort of works, and it stops you from just wandering for long periods of time around these maps that you're going to visit over and over again. These are very big, very vertical, complex maps. At least they are in the old games. I assume they will be here, too. And there only will be like 6 or 7 of them in the game, and you revisit the same ones a lot, but they're so big and so expansive that you end up going to different parts and discovering different like paths around them throughout the game and shit. Did you ever see that streamer who faked beating one of the hardest monsters blindfolded and when called out doubled down before being shown to have faked it? No, but that's so fucking funny. That's classic streamer behavior, unfortunately. Destroy the wound? Hey, just let it make sense, buddy. It's for the fun. This one already does seem like it's giving more in-depth tutorials on the weapon while you're just playing. Yeah, I did it. Probably costs a lot of stamina to do that. The golf swing's always good. I feel like we broke his tongue or some shit. It's not looking so good these days. I used the charge smash. You proud of me, Daddy Monster Hunter? Yeah, so for me, this is generally the way I play Hammer. My default is just being charging an attack. Then you move in, you let it go, and then you do, you know, you kind of vary what you do based on that.
Now, engaging with the target.
All right. Oh, I moved away for the finisher. That sucks. Oh, so we're in focus mode. The wounds glow, otherwise they don't. I see. Dude, I'm sorry. I feel like we're actually owning this fucking guy. I feel a little bad for him. I guess it's like the Great Jaggerizon world, though. It's like, you know, the first monster. It's a little baby boy. All right, let's mount up. And then that guy's automatically going to start moving towards him, which is kind of nice. Again, mounts were not a thing in World. They did come in Rise. SOS flares, yeah, this is for multiplayer. I'm not worried about that for right now. I'm gonna stick solo for a bit. We might group up some people later on, but I definitely want to just like play the game for a while. Are there difficulty levels, or is it like souls in a set difficulty? Set difficulty, but as you move up through the game, you unlock additional ranks, where then effectively you can fight like a ranked up version of the same monster. Like later on in the game, we'll fight a much tougher version of this monster. Hey, bud. That said, generally whatever monster you fight first in the game is pretty much going to be a little baby that you beat the crap out of. Dude, he jumped right over me. What an idiot. Oh, this isn't the way we want to face, but I'm hitting him still. Let's go. Boom. Yup. That charge dash is actually crazy nice, dude. Another wound destroyed, and then let's bop him in the brain. Oh no, there are buggy boos coming in? The enemies are the best part of the game to me. I love looking at the designs, 100%. That's why I tried to avoid like trailers and stuff for the game, because I want to see the monster for the first time and be like, look at that fucking thing. I've said it many times and I'll say it again. That's one of my favorite moments in any video game, when you see a cool enemy or armor or character or whatever, and you're like, holy shit, look at that. I should have kept going with that combo. We could have owned him. All right, I should probably be using this focus mode more, huh? Actually, no, he has no wounds. Oh, look at him limping, though. I'm sorry, bud. I don't even need my mount to catch up with you. Oh, there he goes. I almost feel bad. Yeah, I do too. We're kind of destroying him. I have heard some people criticizing the difficulty in the game. I'm interested to see how that pans out for myself. I think part of it is that a lot of the challenge, at least in the early stage of the game, comes from just trying to learn to play, learn the weapons and stuff. And if you come in with the legacy knowledge where like, I mostly know how the... What are you doing, Secret? I mostly know how the combat works and stuff, the hammer works. Makes it much easier. Hey, bud. You gonna take a nap even if I'm chilling? On, go over here. Let's let him go to sleep so that we can wake him up very rudely. No, stay away from him. Stay away from him. I love that the auto run allows you to focus on other shit while you chase the monster down. 100%. I think one of the complaints people have had about the game is kind of the slow pace due to like you having to chase a monster around the map and stuff. And this kind of makes it, I think it streamlines things a little bit, speeds it up. Oh, Lady Gizmo's chilling with me. I want to let him go to bed, but he's not going to bed. Buddy. Buddy, just nap. All right, let's just kill him. Let's just put him out. Get out of the way of that. Have any wounds or anything? Nope. I don't like how they gave him a butthole. I know it's natural, but this is fantasy land. We can not look at this monster's, you know, sphincter while we fight it. Shit, I ate that tongue attack, but it's honestly, it's not even doing much damage. Yep. Done. Whew. So all in all, that was a pretty fast fight. Sometimes, like, the tougher fights in this game can take a long time, and there's no health bars, which is another thing that people don't love. And the big thing is that we then skin them for their materials. Yet I'm not sure where the best place for my face to live here is. I know I cover the mats when I sit here, but I still feel like that's maybe the best spot. And then here we are standing atop our kill, proud. I love that there are no health bars. Yeah, no, I'm into it too, because I think it's a big part of the series where you don't know, and then you have to look for the physical signs on the monster and stuff. I think it's fun. But I do get how, like, you know, you lose some of that immediate feedback on an attack of essentially seeing how much damage it did, you know? And the more you learn about the game, the more you can effectively, you know, gauge how fast you're killing the monster based on just, like, the numbers that you're doing. But that takes, like, a lot more experience. Is the butthole the only thing they gave him? Once I know I want to play a game, I avoid trailers and gameplay as best I can for that reason. So often you see too much. 100%. Same way with movies, honestly. Like, obviously, this is not a groundbreaking take, but I feel like you go to the movie theater and during the trailers, you, like, see the entire plot of every movie. It's crazy. He could fart at you like the Guardian Ape. That's true. He doesn't throw his shit at me, at least. What's up, J2? Welcome in, bud.
We're over here.
All right. Now, this, I do think it's, like, a little weird because it's like, oh, I kind of want to just explore and play the game, but I know they're trying to get me through shit right now. I'm sure when we get into more of our regular hunts, that will become more of a thing.
It's safe now.
There.
Oh. I hope we can customize our secret. I'm sure we can.
Thank the winds.
Allow us to introduce ourselves.
Wait. Hold on. Did you really do that? There's no way you should have been able to.
Look at my hammer, bro.
So, how?
The hammer. Once again.
We came because your sister said you were in trouble.
Nona! Where is she?
She's safe, don't worry.
My guy's voice.
All right.
Guardian Ape attack just felt like pure disrespect the first time it happened to me. Yeah, that's fair. It is kind of practical, though, you know?
You made it.
Just, you got some poison damage on hand, bro. Use that shit, literally.
Any trouble finding us?
None at all, thanks to your flair.
Oh shit, Willie, thank you so much for the gifted sub, man. You didn't have to do that. That's too kind. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. Base camp. Not quite as glorious and I guess like ostentatious as the world one, but still cozy.
Please, this way.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Hey, Hunter.
Oh shit, and some biddies. Thank you, buddy. Let's go.
Hey, your sister's just
Massive W, for real.
She's been worried, Sec. Hurry.
This is a pretty well-protected spot.
We could do a lot worse for an interim camp. This way.
Just a quick checkup. I'm telling you, we just need some space. She's fine. But she needs aftercare. Which we're perfectly capable of.
Nona!
This game also might be more story focused than the old ones, because the old games didn't even give people names. They're giving people names in this one. The characters in Monster Hunter World were like smart biologists.
Now scram. Go. Back to your stations. We'll fill us in later.
I didn't properly thank you before. Everything just happened so fast. I didn't know what to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm Isai. My sister and I are from a nearby village.
Is it loud enough for you guys? He's a little quiet to me. I can bump it up on my end.
I'm Alma. The others and I are here on a search. We're from a place far out west.
How did you end up in that situation?
Just keep it going. Do?
Oh,
Yeah, kind of quiet game-wise. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna bump it.
I was careless.
Actually, it's up all the way on OBS. I might need to bump it in-game.
I told Nona to run for it while I got its attention. But when my sacred and I try to get away, he slipped, and we fell into that cave. And so, who exactly are the two of you?
Oh, right. We must have really surprised you earlier.
Forgive me for my lack of understanding, but you use those tools? I've never seen anything like that before.
A hammer?
Back where we're from, specialists use these tools to protect others from large creatures.
I love that the spin doctor here, dude. The spin doctor.
Never to be brandished at other people, of course. Only those with special permission are allowed to use them.
Tools, specialists, permission. It's all new to me. But I'm just glad you were there.
Audio is the thing about streaming I hate the most. It never just works. Yeah, it can be a little tricky just because, you know, there's different levels and all different games and shit. All right, let's just get out of here.
Do to keep you talking. Let's take a look at those wounds.
Well, yeah, because in this instance, I guess if I cannot turn the game up, then my solution is just to turn the mic down, which is weird because then it changes the balance for the whole thing. The mic is the one thing that I sort of base everything on, you know? Hey, trophy, baby. Generally, the platinums in these games are extensive to get. Guarantee I'd rage quit OBS. I'm wondering if there'll be another hub town later on. I could see that being a thing. Yeah, I imagine as we move through the different zones, maybe there'll be different ones. Let me check the audio real quick. Audio master volume's at 80. Bump that up to 100. And then bump all of this shit up to 100 as well. Because that should hopefully, you know, make it all louder. I jumped the map for the first time and it's wicked cool in like 3D. Yes, I remember that from the beta. Also, I wonder if changing my audio mixing sound would help. I don't know. Hopefully that's a little better. When I get in and I start like hitting monsters and stuff, let me know, chat. I had to download OBS for the collab because I usually use Streamlabs. I was so lost. That's why I didn't go live myself. Interesting. I didn't know you use Streamlabs. I figure most people do use OBS at this point.
Look who it is. That was quite a show you put on back there.
Indeed. I'm
They
fairly
told me you were
excellent.
good, but they failed to mention you were halfway out of your mind. I'm Olivia. We'll be working together a lot on this expedition.
Cool.
The pleasure's all mine. How'd you get roped into this expedition?
My guy's voice is so deep.
Oh, you don't know. My unit has a reputation for handling special assignments.
The game does feel louder to me. Does it sound better to you guys?
Real, but the rest of my unit is not too fussed.
Sounds like they trust you.
We have our objectives. The Keepers, the White Wraith. But there's more to the job than that. True hunters devote themselves to helping people. That's our calling. So wherever this journey takes us, let's answer that calling. Together. Our paths are many, but the destination is always the same.
All right, we don't need to go in about everything here.
Have you been to the training area yet?
Not. I don't know that I need it. The high performance barrel puncher is the perfect training target to practice using different weapons. It even has unlimited consumable items and bowgun ammo. Talk about good amenities. Training area is located on the far end of the Windward Plains base camp. Yep, see, they clarified there, the Windward Plains base camp. I bet it's every, like, map, every biome has its own camp. It's also accessible by fast travel on the world map. Cool.
There's no better place to learn the feel of a weapon. Have a look when you get the chance.
I think we're good for right now. I want to just hunt monsters, but we'll probably be going there later on when we, like, you know, want to mix things up and try something else. Okay. You talk to the guildmates. And also, let's do the optional talk to Nada, but we're not going to go to the training area.
Hey there.
Oh, hello.
All right. Let's not actually talk to him at all, though. So this is part of maybe why I'm saying these games don't have that much of a story, because you can see how much I choose to engage. We did get that checked off, though, and that makes me feel good. That's a little dopamine. This guy definitely is like the stockpile manager.
Well, if it ain't the Avis unit, here to stock up on provisions? Well, you came to the right place.
This guy's got strong-ass brows, dude.
We're still in the process of getting set up. The support team is a little behind schedule, so I can't really provide any provisions. Sorry. But they should be here any time now. I'll get back to you after the meeting. Deal?
Sure. Then one more. Talk to Gemma.
Back, Hunter. Looking good out there.
She our blacksmith.
Thanks for looking after Nata and the other kid. Oh, a nice throw back there.
What can I say? I come in handy.
How's the smithy coming along?
Everything's set up and ready to go. What you think?
At the smithy, you can use Zenny and materials from hunts to forge or upgrade weapons and armor for you or your
It's
palico.
not ideal, but I can make do. Especially since we might be on the move soon. But don't you worry. I can still make anything you need to succeed out in the field.
Hell yeah.
And if you got materials, I can make you something. If you don't have enough, I got you covered.
Go. So, you'll see here, we're getting to the forge. This is a big part of the game for sure. This is like what's going to drive a lot of your gameplay. Between weapons and armor,
Anything catch your eye?
there's a lot of stuff. I'm going to see if there's just any... Okay, each armor piece has 2 versions. They each have the same stats, so choose whichever looks best suit your hunter. You can register for a wish list. And yeah, it's telling me try forging some armor. So basically, you'll see here, this is a big thing in the game. You go through and you look at the different armor, and you see what it's going to take to craft it. So the bone requires this mystery bone. And they also come with benefits. Stone resistance and marathon runner, it looks like. And these skills are going to be a big part of how you kind of build your character throughout the game by selecting your skills. And you can also, of course, just look at the whole set as well. That's the bone set. So a big part of this game is also, of course, chasing drip. Yeah, I like this a lot. Before, the sets were gender locked, but it seems like now you can just choose whatever set you want. So if you want to be a burly fucking man in a skirt, you can. I love that. Let the balls be free. Why stop at freeing the nipple? Free the balls as well. I take that back. Don't do that. When I very first streamed, I searched OBS in Google. I didn't realize OBS was an actual app, and Streamlabs actually came up before OBS itself, so I assume that's what people were referring to. Gotcha. Stream was hysterical. Yeah, I gotta keep collabs, different things going. You can Crunchpuff do something too. Hell yeah. Time difference does make it tough, but it can be fun. So ill all that day. Do you need multiple weapons, or could you feasibly do the whole game off 1 or 2? Do you mean 1 or 2 weapon types, or like weapons you need to forge? Because you definitely need to continue upgrading your weapon throughout the game. The breeze is nice. All right, let's look at these other sets. I do the bone set as a classic. What about this one? Oh, that's what we got on. Okay. Or wait, no, never mind. That's just our little Morpheus glasses. What do they give me? Entomologist? Oh, that's the Chatacabra set. That's actually pretty sick looking. All right, let's make something. We got speed eating and item prolonger. I mean, the chest is going to be the biggest. Actually, they're all 6 defense. We can't afford the coil or the greaves. Let's go for the chest.
Alrighty.
1 or 2 types? Yes, you can absolutely get by with 1 or 2 types. Plenty of people play the game with 1 weapon. 1 weapon type. Like, you know, plenty of people play the game and are like, greatsword is my weapon. I'm only using greatsword.
Perfection.
You definitely don't need to switch. But there are certain weapons, like, there'll be some monsters that, like, fly a lot. And against them, you know, a melee weapon's going to be a little more annoying to use. All right. And then weapons generally operate off of, like, these big weapon trees. Where like you see I have this expedition and I could kind of be upgrading the Hope Hammer, and then if I go down here, it's gonna be like a different branching version of the weapon. Like that's the Chotacabra hammer, which I actually can make. Can we make it? What does it do? Ooh, charge up is the equipment thing. That's nice. That's showing to me. I want to see submenu, skill info. Yes. Increases your power to induce stun when you hit a monster with a hammer's charged attack. That's actually kind of sick. Let's do it just for the fun of seeing how the weapon crafting works.
Look good. Alrighty.
I'm sure we could skip this animation, but we're gonna enjoy it for now. We'll move on. Same thing with the kitty cooking animations. We'll watch those for a bit. All right, one thing I've heard about this game too is that they mixed it up so that not all the hammers like look the same. There was a lot more, like all the bone ones will look the same, but there was a lot of stuff where like if you went from bone to Chotacabra, it would be like the bone one just with like a little green thing on it. And I'm pretty sure they did a lot of like more total model redesigns for this game. So you could sword and bow whole game if you kept upgrading. Yep, exactly. Exactly. You got me on Discord, Wheelie Steve, you up for we can discuss? Hell yeah, we'll do. All right. We can also get armor for our kitty. This is what he's got now. We can put the bone on him, pretty adorable, or the Chotacabra. Oh, it's so cute, dude. I like the tongue on the hammer, too. Wukong was first taste of that, and I really like the whole weapon look change. Yeah, you want to see the whole weapon change when you can. I mean, obviously, you know the resources are intensive, but it's fun to see different shit.
Well, that's enough chit-chat. See you later at the big huddle, yeah?
You got it. All right, now we need to go to the Expedition Command Tent. So yeah, you can see here it is giving us like a quest line, which is a little annoying. And you probably can turn off, honestly. There's probably some amount of thing where you can be like, don't guide me, you know? Not sure exactly where, but I'm not that worried about it for now either.
All right, is everyone here?
Avis unit, present.
Astrum unit, Rubrum unit, Turris unit, Ferrum unit, present.
Let's see. Provisions? Research? We're here, for the most part.
Let's start with the good news. Thanks to everyone, we're off to an excellent start.
Indeed, we've already made human contact.
Looks like Cameron Diaz, that lady.
Is our short-term goals. We have two objectives. Rescue the Keepers and locate the White Wraith that attacked their village.
The White Wraith.
Unfortunately,
My guess, the White Wraith will be like the mid-game boss, and then it'll reveal that there's like a true Elder Dragon problem that we need, and then that'll be like the actual late-game boss that we track down.
I walked for several days. I'm not sure which way. After a while, it all started to look the same.
Then we'll need to split up. Make our search as wide as possible.
Good deal. Except I think it'd be better if you held off until the support team arrives.
No objections here.
This project to survey the Forbidden Lands has been in the works for years. And now here we are, finally. Thank you all. I'm sorry to cause so much trouble.
It's all right, lad. We're in this together.
first things first, I think we ought to escort Nona and Isai back to their village, for safety reasons.
That seems wise. If we're lucky, someone there might have some information about the Keepers.
Why don't we stop by our tent and prepare before we go?
This hood with like the sleeveless vest is so funny. Table 3 was my first intro to weapons changing as you upgraded.
Honey is running low.
The questline ruins immersion for you. Want to explore, not be handheld. That is very fair. I think, again, I am with you 9 times out of 10. I think Monster Hunter is the rare exception. Here in camp, maybe it's a little extreme, I'll give you, but most of the time when you're in the actual game, it's not, the game is its own kind of thing. It's not like a typical open world game where you're going to be just like running around the world and exploring like points of interest and stuff. You go in to think about it, like you go into like a big map that's basically an arena for you to fight this monster. And that is what you're doing. You're working your way around the arena and fighting the monster. If you would like to, you can also just go out and go on, at least all this is the previous games. This one's probably different. You can just go on what were called expeditions, where you just go out in the map with no like objective. And for that, you can run around and like collect and gather stuff and kind of just explore at your leisure. But again, it's a different structure of game. It's not expecting you to just run around it and explore it like an open world RPG or something like that. I agree in general, though. I'm just trying to, I guess, like, justify the nuance of, like, kind of the difference here. Table's delayed. Want to be hopeful that it's a good thing and they're fixing and addressing everything they need to, but I'm also like, damn, that copium smelled good. I mean, I'm hopeful for the game. I disagree with at least the criticisms that are thrown against the MC. I do not give a shit that she is not like a hypersexualized, sexy woman. I do not care at all. I don't actually need anything from here, do I? They wanted me to come here. This is, I think, just telling me about all this shit. Store in your item box. Do I still need to, like, manage loadouts and stuff? Yeah, that's the way they're gonna make me do this. Cutscenes may be viewed again, sure. You have access to lobbies. Yeah, I don't care. Multiplayer, yep. Okay. Oh, cool.
How's that room looking?
And now I believe we're going to start seeing other players running around the camp at some point. I think that's a thing. And look, people have quests for me. Okay, online features. Oh, is this where I get like my deluxe bonus edition shit? Yep, absolutely. Holy hell. Fucking Capcom. We did get like the mega version though. Yeah. Can I just... I need to go through it like this. Gotta get all my talismans and all of my pre-order deluxe edition bonuses. I wasn't sure if we were gonna do it, and then we saw it was all just like cosmetic and like extra hairstyles and stuff, and Leah and I are both gonna use this copy, so we were like, fuck it. Let's get the deluxe bonus shit. What's up, Ted Quest? Welcome in, bud. Alright, we have a limited bounty? Alright. That part doesn't bother me. What I'm worried about is being super character locked, and it's going to be another soapbox speech with a side of gaming, not an actually properly written story with politics that drive it. Can't decide if they're poking some fun of the first series and if the plot will have the same dark plot tones. I mean, there were dark plot tones in Fable 1, but the game is fucking goofy as hell. The game is, first off, goofy as hell. And as far as like a soapbox speech thing, I just feel like, man, every game is getting swept up into like a culture war thing. And I don't know, it's exhausting. It's a little exhausting for me. I don't think it's necessarily a soapbox. I also think things get blown out of proportion. And they kind of get wrapped up in it where all of a sudden it becomes soapboxy, even if it's not, and it's just part of the story. I don't know. Main issue with the MC is the same as I have with some others from the limited stuff I've seen. It feels like she's a male character in all but appearance. Just feels disconnected. What do you mean by that? Witcher 4 with Ciri makes a lot more sense because she's a boss in the lore. That's true, but we're getting on our soapboxes. Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to get political, but I guess I should just say, like, I'm definitely on the side of, you know, I think effectively conservative gamers are, I don't know, they kind of hate women. Let's just be real. Sometimes I think it's a little woman-hatey. Let me get up on step up on a moment and say this. Souls games suck. Yeah, they do. They suck ass. Ooh, login bonus. People are ready to fucking kill Neil Druckmann. People are gonna go to Neil Druckmann's house and shoot him in the head because he put a bald Asian lady as the MC in the new game. And I'm sorry, I know that's not gonna be the most popular take with people, but that is my opinion, and I'm standing by it. I don't even know why I said I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't think it's political to criticize character design. I mean, it is when the reasons are political. Because the reasons are like anti-DEI, anti-woke. You know? Alright, let's talk to Alma here. How's Monster Hunter going? Seems to be doing very well since release. Everyone is fucking playing this. I've barely even gotten started. We've been streaming for a while, but we've kind of been taking our time going through the menus and stuff. Been pretty slow paced, but the first fight was super, super fun. I'm excited to be getting into it. I'm not worried about squads. At some point we might deal with this eventually. I could read that tutorial then, but not worried for now.
Are you ready to go?
Loads of keepies hanging in the cord playing it too. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a big game, big weekend. I just want the writing to be good, and I don't want it to be affected by anything unrelated to the game itself. It's just a worry I have because everything is so divided. I agree with that, ultimately, you know? I'd rather just keep all that shit out of games in general. And it sucks that I feel like everything is just getting, like, sucked into this culture war, you know?
We'll escort you back to your village.
I just want to go to Fantasy Worlds and have a good time, man.
Oh, before I forget, did you hear about Provision's honey shortage? We should see if we can scrounge any up.
If it's honey you're after, I know the perfect spot. I'll show you the way.
That would be amazing.
Well then, shall we? You're lucky. Most people don't know.
All right, let's do it.
Taking you to.
I'll stay here for now. Be careful.
I like our new hammer.
Is your village far?
A little, but on the sacred. We'll be there in no time.
They're fast, all right.
Yes, and handy if you need to make a quick getaway from a monster.
I grab this shit with that? I can. That's so satisfying.
Sense. I don't know what my people would do without them.
Yeah, I hear you, Willie. I think I do think you and I just probably have slightly different politics if we're going to be real. And that's why I also don't want to, like, get into, you know, it's just not, ultimately, it's not what the stream's about. Like we're here to vibe and play some video games, you know?
Oh, good, right?
No, it's all good, bud. It's all good.
Gem chime stones. What a lovely name. Why do you call them that?
Once we reach the village, you'll see.
Game aesthetically gives me the vibes of FF12. I never played FF12, actually. That one had, like, a pretty different combat system, didn't it? I feel like I saw a gameplay at some point. I love this, that I can just be grabbing shit while I'm zooming around. This is delightful.
Wow, look at that.
And eventually you can get an... Oh, no, I'm sorry! Did I kill it? Oh, man, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. And check it out. Maybe I will. I've only played, for Final Fantasy, I've only played 15 and 16. Look. Yes, I see.
I've never heard of a Karaknoth herd this big before. That's the male. Each herd consists of one male and a number of females.
Okay. Hey, what's up, Aga? TBH, I think it was nice dialogue on everyone's behalf. It's cool when people can address different concerns and opinions without anyone getting angry. Exactly. That's like, no one's getting angry here, you know? We're all good. I'm just, you know, And again, I never want to make things too political, but I do want to just kind of like share my you know, basic opinion, basically. I am looking. Do you need me to look harder? Oh, I needed to like look separately. Final Fantasy V is the best to this day. Really, I have never heard that opinion before. I'm not saying I doubt it, merely that I've never heard anyone say that. I feel like I've heard 7 a lot, obviously. I've heard 8. I've heard 10. Never heard 5. What is the third monster you need me to observe? 6 is big with fans for sure? Hell yeah. You reach the fact you can chat with people who have different views to yourself, gives me a lot of respect for it. It's how I try to do it in streams too. Yeah, hell yeah. I think that's part of what it's about. It doesn't really suit anybody to be immediately adversarial, but I think it is good to be upfront about your own beliefs and ways, you know, so.
It definitely takes my breath away.
And ultimately, it's good to just be talking about shit. Yeah, a lot of people will agree because a lot of stuff put in that gamer foundations in all games still. Interesting. 6 is big with fans. Who are the MCs of 5 and 6? The only FF I ever played was 10, and I enjoyed it, but it was very much of its time.
This is the spot.
Yeah, that's the one you play as Titus, and there's like Blitzball and shit.
Over here.
Collect some honey. We mix this with our pots to get mega potions. I feel like we shouldn't have a child with us. I get she's like, you know, we're finding her people and stuff and all kinds of shit, but it's incredibly dangerous out here. There are literally giant monsters like everywhere. They take so long to make that each one or every other one is the FF game for that mini generation. That's fair. I definitely liked 16 a lot more than 15. I really enjoyed the story to 16. And I'm not even normally a story-focused gamer kind of guy, but I really, really enjoyed the story in 16. I did think by the end the combat was like kind of boring.
It's me who owes you a favor.
I don't think its combat system held up with its runtime.
I'm starting to get nervous. To the villagers, we're outsiders. We don't want to do anything to offend them.
It'll be fine. Just play it cool.
Blitzball was annoying, so I have to admit something. FF10 was my first Final Fantasy, and I loved Blitzball. Ah, yes, the dichotomy of man. There are 2 types of people in this world, those that loved Blitzball and those that fucking hated it. I'm pretty sure my roommates who played 10 loved Blitzball, I think.
We're here.
Oh, we have another Blitzball enjoyer. Excuse me by saying besides FF1 and 2 on Game Boy, I haven't played anymore. Yeah, I was very late to it. I never played in the earlier ones. I played a tiny bit of 7 Remake when it was like free on PlayStation 1 month.
What happened?
And it seemed cool, but I just didn't like commit to playing the whole game. I knew it was a big commitment.
Might have been its lunch if these people hadn't come along.
Hello, sir. On behalf of the...
You have rescued my friends. For that I thank you. However, your visit is ill-timed. I must ask you to leave.
But we owe them our hospitality. At least...
One more thing, which I am sure you understand. The sacred are precious to our village.
Of course, they'll be returned to you.
Yeah, this is fair. You took our animals.
Thanks for letting us use them.
Okay, we're being cordial.
We'll be going then.
We'll be coming back to Glass Earth, your village, and take your resources and mounts. Don't worry about it.
The guards at the gates. Isai didn't seem to know what weapons were either.
This quest definitely was not in the game. They let us go out and just hunt some more monsters in the demo, but we are now into content that I have not played. Look at this, like, stampede of these guys. This is cool. Another really neat thing these games do that's pretty unique is each map will kind of have its own, like, ecosystem that kind of functions separate from the players. Monsters will, like, fight each other and have all these kinds of, like, patterns and shit. It's very cool.
These are Balakchi.
Balakchi. Balatro? Do we fight them?
Granted, the guild authorizes you to neutralize the threat.
The guild authorizes you to kill all these Balakchi. What about the little buggy boos? I think I got him. These guys don't look like they're doing any trouble. Sorry, bud. Sorry, bud. Dude, he's kind of hauling ass. They had plans to bring Blitzball to FF14, but that was years ago, so I'm guessing they dropped it. Am I just... What's happening here? I don't have control... Now I do. That was weird. Oh, this is better. And then let's get some spinning going. Perfect. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. How have we not killed any more of these yet? I feel like we're doing God's work here. That another one? Wrong way. Am I not in like the right area? Because I definitely killed several motherfuckers right here. This probably is just going to give me meat. Yeah, generally like you know, huntable large monsters just give you like base resources, not like actual monster resources. Sometimes some of these guys like bugs and stuff will have a map that you can actually get some armor with. Let me catch up on chat a little bit here. Here's my unpopular opinion. Dragon Quest VIII was better than FF10. Oh, I haven't played either. I do know that a lot of the Pokemon designs came from Dragon Quest, though. Busy doing something now. I'm actually here. How are you, Crunch? I'm doing well, Ted Quest. I'm stoked to be chilling playing fucking Monster Hunter, dude. I've been waiting for this game for so long. I love the shit out of World. I'm very excited to spam the hell out of this game. Oh, I got credit for some of the other blockcheese. I don't know what the game wants me to do here, though. You have to say Lies of P is my favorite Souls. I think he is the best part of the genre and left out the worst parts. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I do think Lies of P is probably the best Souls-like. You know? I don't think it's the best FromSoft. You know, I don't think it's the best Souls game. I think FromSoft is still king. But I think Lies of P is pretty damn good, man. Monsters brawling. I was about to ask you, this game years ago with monsters fighting each other. Yes, that happens. It's called a turf war. And there's also just various shit where some of the larger monsters will hunt some of these like smaller monsters. Like we might catch a big monster like hunting a herd of these guys. Hey, what's up, Miles? Welcome in, bud. They were chill. They were chill. I don't want to kill these guys. The game is making me. I don't even know what to... I think I've kind of bugged it out. I think I've broken the game. I think I've broken the game. Oh wait, these are them. Never mind. Dude, that's so funny. That's so funny. I literally was trying to fight the wrong monster. This makes way more sense. Oh, large chungus. Oatmeal, it's you. Wait, where is he? Oh, he's behind me. Holy shit. Yep, it's happening right now. This dude's just going to town. Holy fuck. Weird looking dog, yeah. Thank you for the biddies, Jason. Appreciate you, bud.
That thing is awfully close to the village.
Land before time, aggro. Dragon Quest VIII was fun to tame monsters. You fought to create your own party of monsters to fight for you. I am interested in trying that series at some point. Lies of P talk, what I get here, it follows everywhere. It's an influential game. Another streamer buddy, Beat, just started doing a hitless run, like routing it and everything, getting going. Seems fucking crazy. Starting to form a little Twitch crew. We're taking over? Hell yeah. Alright, let's get back to base camp.
Don't have weapons. This doesn't add up. They must have some means of keeping the monsters out.
Maybe they got some kind of thingamabobble. I'm so glad I disabled my Palico actually speaking.
Almost there.
Ooh, flash pods.
Stupid slow human legs.
Stupid slow human legs. Yeah, amen. Hey, bud. Oh, where the fuck's he gone? Best Souls-like ever made. It's my favorite non-FromSoft one, for sure. But it's pretty closely followed up by probably another Crab's Treasure and the most recent Lords of the Fallen game.
Yeah, but I guess they have their reasons. For now, let's worry about getting this honey to provisions.
I think people disliked the new Lords of the Fallen too much. This honey could really make a difference, you know it.
Good idea.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
A little bird told me you needed some honey.
I forgot how odd the controls are in Monster Hunter. It's so hard to adjust. Yeah, they're weird.
Honey is the sticky secret to our
I'm like, I've played so much now that it's easy to just like fall back into it, but they're weird for sure. You didn't like another Crab's Treasure? Oh, I love that one. I think it's so fun. All right, essential tools for hunts. You can use them as many times as you like from the item bar. Cool. I didn't know the ghillie mantle. That definitely, I feel like, wasn't just a given essential thing before. Also, the paint pod. I wonder what that does. I'm pretty sure in some of the older games you used paintballs to track monsters before the scout flies were a thing. I don't know. We'll you know.
And since the support team
we'll fuck with it.
Hasn't gotten here yet, I was really starting to sweat. Speaking of, where are those furry transporters? They should have been here by now. Either way, can I interest you in something?
One-stop shop. Yeah. Potions, whatever. Yeah. Good. Not worried right now.
Day or night.
Yo, Hunter! I've got some materials you can use. How about you put them to good use and upgrade that weapon?
I already did, dude. I literally already did, but I could make a second hammer if you want. So a lot of the time what I'll do is I'll like have one weapon that I'm just bringing up like the ore tree and then have like a couple others of my weapons for different stuff, because sometimes you're going to want a different build where like you could have a fire hammer for hitting a fire or an ice monster, that kind of shit.
Look good? Alrighty.
But I think I'm going to stick with the other hammer that we have now. You just learned how to do replies properly? Let's go, Wheelie. Let's go. Huge W, huge progress. That hammer actually look even a little different than the first one? Not equip it. No, it looks the same. Yay, super bonks. Oh, we're all in on hammer, baby. You played a lot of Monster Hunter, Miles? Yeah, we're using this hammer. It's much sillier. What about actual armor? We can get chainmail stuff, and we can get the goggles from those guys. But no, otherwise we're chilling.
You can find more of this stuff from deposits poking up out of the ground.
Mining, I've heard of it.
They're loaded with all kinds of goodies I can use to upgrade your gear, and you're gonna need it. We have no idea what's out here, so it's best to be prepared. Carry a big stick, as they say. So if you need anything, you know where to find me.
Hell yeah. Do your preparations and talk to Alma. I don't know if we need to really do any other preparations, but considering we're probably about to go out and actually fight something else, we might take our first break here before we keep on going. Liza P looks good. I've played a bit of it. I killed the police puppet, but then stopped. I think I'll return to it after I'm done with some other games. Nice. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's very fun. It is super hard. It's real fucking tough. The controls make it insanely hard for me to play. Monster Hunter, I got halfway through World, though. Gotcha. Yeah, they are weird. They're also very different for every weapon. Did not controllers supported? No, it's like mega controller. I think some people do play keyboard and mouse, but it's definitely known as a console-first game, for sure. All right, we're going to take our first little break there. Let's go ahead and call it for this first episode of Monster Hunter Wilds. A lot of the setup was done here. We only really did the one actual hunt, but still a ton of fun. I'm very excited that now we've done all that to actually really be digging into it. Start fighting shit, start bonking shit, start crafting armor. We're in, baby. So we're going to take a quick bio break there. If you're watching here on Twitch, definitely hit that follow button and stick around. We're going to keep going more Monster Hunter Wilds right after this. If you're watching on YouTube after the fact, please make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks, everybody.